You can knock them down, you can count all the way to 10, but that bell will never ring. That's been the story from Microsoft ever since day one. It's no stranger to nobody, everybody already knows. Xbox has been in decline, a sinking ship since 2013. Other than myself, there's like 4 other people who bought an Xbox Series X. The Xbox One generation was a failure, the Xbox Series X generation was a catastrophic failure, but now it seems like everything is primed to change and that the next generation Xbox is actually not just going to be a game changer, but it's going to be an industry disruptor. Let's talk about it. But first, this is PlayBite, the show where I bring you the best gaming news in a tiny bite-sized form. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button and drop a like, it helps a lot. In an article on Windows Central by Jez Cord, a notable leaker, he talked about how Xbox has a partnered handheld device coming out later this year, as well as launching their brand new console next year. Now, like everybody else, I have absolute zero faith in the console, but the Xbox handheld, that can change everything. Windows PCs right now, they all just kind of suck. None of them are good, they're all clunky. We will lie to ourselves and tell ourselves that they're good and we're having a great time, but the reality is, we're not. Xbox is of course the creator of Windows, and with that being said, they are the only ones that can really truly make a grand PC handheld because they can completely redo the Windows experience. They can even make it go back to like Windows 9 whenever it was, where it looked like an Xbox UI, or they can even just bring the whole Xbox UI over to a handheld format and then allow you to boot into it. Let's say this thing's power enough to be able to download almost every Xbox One and Series X game, but stream the ones that it cannot. This changes everything for the Xbox experience. Right now, nobody really buys games on Xbox because you can just do it off Game Pass. There's no reason to. But with a handheld, that means you go out in the wild. Airplanes, whatever you want, whatever the course may be, all of a sudden there's an incentive to buy Xbox games. Don't get me wrong, it's not going to compete with the Switch or the PlayStation 5, but this could change things for Xbox. All of a sudden you have all these people buying Xbox games and buying an Xbox handheld, because let's face it, the Switch 2, as powerful as it's going to be, it's not going to stand up to the Xbox handheld. For the people who care about that power, I mean, there goes the entire PC handheld market, and here comes the brand new Xbox handheld market. And with Xbox getting out ahead of the curve doing this before PlayStation this time around, there's not going to be a market for a PlayStation handheld, really and truly, and I genuinely feel like Xbox is going to come out, you know, hands swinging, ready to go, because this is without a doubt the final chance Xbox has to make a comeback and be relevant in the gaming world today. But let's throw a Hail Mary into this. This is the Retroid Pocket 5. We don't know what this Xbox handheld is going to be, but what we do know is that Xbox is no stranger to Android. There's been many cloud devices that come out that comes along with the Xbox Game Pass subscription service, Android as well, not just cloud. But what if we combine the two? What if the upcoming handheld is an Android handheld like this, but with an Xbox UI you can boot into? That's something a lot of places experiment with. For example, Retroid has their own UI, and then I can load into the Android UI. What if Xbox was to do something like that? Now that changes everything, because now all of a sudden not only are they marketing towards gamers, like your hardcore console and PC gamers, but now the mobile gamer as well. You get this handheld Android device from Xbox, you can emulate any console you want. Honestly, if it's gonna have the power to play Xbox One and Series X games, you could all go all the way up to PlayStation 3, even though that emulator is just brand new. Give it a year, I mean, you're going to be able to do it, no problem. And then at this point, you know, it's over for Retroid, it's over for Ambernick, it's over for OYN. All that's left is going to be Xbox owning the Android handheld marketplace, and Xbox and Microsoft had already said 15 years ago that handheld mobile gaming was the future. So if this is finally that future coming to fruition and this is how they're going to do it, oh man, this changes everything for them. It's been a long time since I've been able to say this, but I am truly excited for Xbox and their future right now. Now look, you see this here, I was one of the last people on the Xbox One to still say that console had a future. And then this row here and this row here, at the beginning of this console generation, again, I was one of like 5 people who actually had hope in the Series X. And if we're gonna get a handheld and be able to transfer a lot of our Xbox stuff over to it, because I mean, look at this. This is only a small beacon of my Xbox games. Because obviously with Xbox, you're going to go digital. It's not like a PlayStation or a Switch where you get the collecting bug for it. That just doesn't exist for Xbox. I'm going to be honest, if this was an actual thing, whether it's Android based or Windows based or something brand new, I'm just taking a lot of time with this thing. Will I get it day one or not? More than likely, yes. Depending on price. Because if the Switch 2, when it comes out, let's say it's $400. If this thing is more than that, it's not gonna work out. It's just not gonna work out. But if they can bring this down to about $300, even if we have to stream the modern Xbox games, just download everything else or make, small ports of these to Android and build that up over time, oh my god, Xbox is so back. I don't think moving forward that box is going to really do too much. I think it's going to be something that Xbox offers, but I think these handhelds, whether it be handheld PCs, Android PCs going through Game Pass Cloud, or even Xbox's own handheld, I think that's the future of the company. And I think at the end of the year, we're going to start to see the new vision of Xbox coming forward. When it comes to consoles, I'm going to be honest, it's probably just going to be PlayStation and Nintendo from here on out. But when it comes to handhelds, that market's much bigger. I mean, yes, you can include the Switch in there, but most people just play it docked anyways. But in the handheld market right now, you have your market leader, which is Retroid, and then you have Evercade right behind them, and then you got Rogue, and then you got Steam Deck. So there's so much room for competition to grow in there. So Xbox is priming themselves to be, a market leader again for handhelds. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say they're going to sell 50 million of these, but I think they could easily sell 20 to 30 million of these. And when you take in consideration that the Steam Deck is the highest selling individual product, obviously Retroid has sold more, but they got like 30,000 different products. But when you look at the Steam Deck, it sold for about 6 million units, and there is no way an Xbox handheld does not sell at least 20 to 25 million. We are about to enter a whole new generation of gaming, and for the first time, genuinely speaking, since about 2009, it is a crazy time. It is very exciting. I'm looking forward to what this is going to bring us. But what about you? Let me know in the comments down below. Are you excited for a new Xbox handheld, or I guess their first one period? Or are you thinking it's going to be another dud like everything else they've tried in the last 12 years? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on the dial, and I'll see you in the next video.